gonna squeeze in. Jacob has been waiting for so long. I'm so sorry, Jacob.
Squeeze it in.
Calling
Shove it
in from
dude.
yeah, we're gonna squeeze it into Jacob here. He's gonna hang up totally. Jacob, pronouns are he, him, calling from Oklahoma. Wondering if it's ethical or moral to pass as straight while exploring potential hetero relationships. Jacob, sorry. Thank you for your patience.
Hi.
You're on the air.
No problem. Just real quickly, I want to say, Jason, it really resonated with me about what you said, working in a industry where people they just say shit for no fucking reason, and it pisses me off. But
dude, all the fucking
so
time.
anyways,
constantly.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I get it too. I work in construction too. I get it all the time, and I'm just like, dude, I don't want to hear that shit. Get out of here with that. But go ahead, Jacob.
Please go.
Yeah. So basically, you read off my question, but that's the gist of it. Basically, I sort of, when I was sitting here thinking about waiting on hold for however long it was, I was thinking about it, and I sort of came to a kind of conclusion on my own that I probably wouldn't want to be with anyone who I couldn't tell about my true self. But also, I guess the more specific question could be, when is the right time to bring up that I'm bisexual if I'm dating a woman? I just don't know. I mean, is that a first date thing, or is that, I don't know.
Okay, so I actually have come across this in my younger life handful of times, and I can't speak for what another person might think is moral or ethical, but for me, what I found made me feel honest was definitely not a first date thing, but a before you fuck thing.
Yeah.
That was my policy. And then if it's a problem for them, I'd be like, okay, well, I hope you enjoyed your chicken parmesan and have a nice night.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I'm kind of with Nate on this. I'm kind of with Nate on that.
I'm kind of first dating. I'm kind of first dating. I don't know. I'll tell
I
everybody
think it depends on the person. Like if you're on a date and this person, like you're talking about certain, and there's a vibe going, and you feel like maybe I can't come out and say to them like, hey, I like both, or I like all, or whatever it is, and because it all depends on the person. But if you're like not sure, I would definitely have that conversation before you get your nasty on. Like that would be my thing, because I wouldn't want to be like, okay, we had sex, by the way, I'm also into this, and then I don't want to get like okay, who did I just fuck? Look, so like I feel like there's certain degrees you could have this conversation, but I think it depends on the person, the kind of vibe, and how honest you want to be. I think that's the most important thing, because like if you feel the person isn't going to be 100% cool with it, maybe this is not the relationship for you.
Yeah, maybe there won't even be a second date, right?
Right,
if you're getting that vibe. Yeah. Jason, what do you think?
Yeah.
I'll be the first thing I told somebody probably.
You're just gonna run in on the first date and be like, I'm bi.
I mean, that's kind of how I was with my partner. I was just like, I've got this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing, and this thing. What do you want to do with this? I was married for a long time, and I made a lot of mistakes in that marriage, and I'm just trying to rectify those things. A lot of them were just boundary issues and letting people know what I needed and how I needed to be treated and things along those lines. So whenever I first started hanging with my partner, I was just like, bleh, there it is, and how do you feel about that? And then like giving them some time to like work with some shit. And it's like, okay, this is new, we're new, blah, blah, blah. But even still, this is me. So there you go. Right.
Just Jason coming out with a big
that's
cloth
me,
sack full of kinks, and he dumps them all over on the kitchen table.
It's like whips and gags.
It's a green box.
It's a green box. Okay.
It's a green box. I was telling you all about the box yesterday and today.
You were telling me about the box. Yes.
We all know about
the
the
box.
box. We
It's a
all
box.
know about
It's
the
got
dirty
stuff.
box, Jason. The dirty box.
Dirty box.
But Jacob, how is that
Sorry,
that
Jacob,
resonating
please.
with you? Jacob, yes.
Yeah, that seems to help. That's an interesting take by Jason. I don't know how realistic that is for me, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm still new to telling anyone, so
Dude, same
I
here.
just
It,
wanted some advice.
I mean, like as a bi person, it is one of those things that you have to kind of navigate in your relationships. Like, I mean, like, yes, I am an old lady and I'm married, and so like I've been out of the dating pool a long ass time,
Same.
but I can remember those feelings still, even if I'm just having a conversation with a friend and how comfortable I feel about telling them that, like, I'm bi and I'm poly and all that type of stuff. That it's still like, what is the comfort level? Do I want to say this? And that has to be on you, because especially if you're going to like want to have an intimate relationship with someone, like you want to make sure that they're going to be totally okay. And it's great if you can tell them, because then you can watch like buy porn together and talk
Mhm.
about fantasies and have all these like fun kinks together, and if you're gonna get someone that's just gonna be like, ew, gross, it's like, well, fine, like, like I'm not gonna dumb your yum, but it's not gonna be fun for me. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to live
you have to
life in
get
the shade, that's for sure.
yeah,
No.
exactly. You got to figure out how you're going to engage it and stuff. And especially if you're still on this like journey of discovering who you are and your sexuality and what you want and stuff, it's going to be one of those things you're going to have to learn to balance. And I can tell you, like, we can all tell you as cis representing people that are queer, that we're even in our old age, we're still trying to figure this stuff out and what's okay and not okay and how we navigate relations and stuff. There is no right answer. You're just gonna have to kind of feel it when things are okay and trust your gut. Sometimes there's no guidebook for this, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've been, and to add on to that, I've been noticing that there's s- strangely, I'm looking for like bi spaces, especially male bi spaces, and there's strangely not many.
Yeah.
And there's also a lot of stigma that follows being bi, like you're just transitioning to gay, or you're just a pervert, or you're just this, or you're just it's like, no, like
You can't
somebody
make up
was
your
joking with me the
mind.
other day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Someone said
That's
something
what
to
I
me
heard
the
a
other day.
lot.
It's like, oh yeah, so you're gonna do some, like, so if you do like some gay stuff with a dude, I'm like, when would I be doing gay stuff with a dude? Well, like dude with dude stuff is gay. I'm like, how can it be gay if I'm bi? Well, then how do I say it? It's like, I don't know, dude on dude or something. I mean, so and people, and they're not trying to be dicks and they're not trying to be shitty or whatever. And I'm not trying to be picky, but at the same time, like, it's hard. And especially with Nate and myself and you and the stuff that we do, there's really no room for that. And I pride myself on being genuine 24 hours a day, maybe because it's a luxury for me. I can do it because of the way I present and the way I carry. And I'm sure that's a privilege. But at the same time, like, I like being as genuine as I can be in all situations. So I understand that dissonance or difficulty of like, fuck, okay, this is just like, what if the guys from work, watch this, right? What if my job
Right.
checks this out? I don't know. I would like to think they're forward thinking enough, but I would hope so. I like the people I work with. They're cool fucking people, but you just never know.
Mostly. Mostly. All right, we are officially over
Mm,
time.
mm.
So, Jacob, I'm going to have
All
to
right.
let you go. But I hope that was helpful. And feel free to call back and let us know how things are working out.
All right. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thanks, bud. Take care.